Hey guys, Greg with the Gregory Group. I wanted to give a quick market update since we're nearing the end of summer here, even though it's still plenty hot outside and we're starting to roll into fall. The first thing to talk about is the natural ebbs and flows, the seasonality of the market we have here in the Austin area. Typically, as we come into summer, that of course is the busiest time when most people are moving, selling their homes, and people are buying, and there's a lot of activity. Now, what naturally happens is towards the end of summer, it tails off a little bit because a lot of those people who were waiting for summer, they've done what they're out to do, and so there's a little break as the school year starts up again. And what we've noticed is a tiny bit of a like the price will come down just a little bit in terms of the closed prices in September and part of October. And what we notice is normally by the end of October and November, those prices are really back to the prices that we were seeing in the midsummer. Now, how our market is doing specifically, it's a little interesting because we are still appreciating, but the growth has slowed a lot. And if you've seen some of my other updates, it's changed a little bit. In spring we talked about how the growth was there, but it was a little slower. Then a couple months later, I came and I said, hey, the growth is there. We're up, 4 or 5% year over year. So what's interesting is right now when we look at the August numbers and we compare it to the year before, and this is the entire Austin metro area, we're only up 1% year over year. So, things have gone up, but it's really just a little bit. The interesting part is that we still have a very tight market. And when I say tight, what that means is we don't have a lot of inventory. There still are not a lot of homes for sale. And when you compare that to last year at the same point, we actually have less homes for sale than last year, and we have a lower inventory. I talk a lot about inventory number, and that's how long it would take for all the homes on the market to sell if nothing else came on. So last year around this time, it was 2.5, 2.6 months of inventory, which is a seller's market. And right now it's a little lower. We're actually we're actually around 2.3 months of inventory. So very tight market, very low inventory. It's interesting that that's happening, and it's still just a 1% year over year price range. So time will tell how that ends up being. I can tell you that in Austin, the markets, they're so different from neighborhood to neighborhood, from different parts of town. There's parts of town where we can be in the 200s, 300s, getting multiple offers, but we've had the same thing happen in the 500s and $600,000 ranges, where we're getting 6 and 7 offers on properties sometimes, and other homes will just sit there for a while. So a lot does depend on the quality of the home and how it's priced relative to what the market will bear. Um, we have a lot of investors lately, and here's just a quick investment update. If you've been thinking about that at all, there are different opportunities around Austin that can be had right now. Single family can still be strong. We have people that definitely are looking at places like North Austin and South Austin. North Austin, one of the big boons has been the Apple announcement, that they're putting in the new campus there, and that was announced towards the end of last year. But people are still liking some of those neighborhoods around there. The homes are well priced, and so it's a reasonable area, and those homes rent really well. Also in parts of South Austin and right outside Austin and in some of the southernmost suburbs, those markets are a little lower priced, but they're giving a really good cap rate for some of our investors as well. And then the duplex and fourplex markets, those are even tighter than the single family market. We have those, but just so few of them are on sale. And if there is like a good fourplex that comes on the market with really good rents, it tends to sell pretty quickly. As always, I love discussing the market, telling you about it. If you have any specific questions, really just give me an email, greg@gregorygrouptx.com. I would love to hear from you and answer any other kind of real estate questions you have. Thanks for your time.